Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to episodes 2 and 3 of Noragami. So, why are we suddenly doing two episodes here? The answer is because the first episode didn't really impress me. It just kind of was there, and it's like, okay, it's like I can see some appeal in this, I guess, but nothing about it like really just stood out in any notable way to me. Um, but I want to continue to give this a chance, and like before I even think about dropping it, I need to feel like I've gotten to some degree in it. Um, and I'm not saying I'm going to drop it necessarily. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it after finishing this. I don't know where my mind is going to go from here on out. But I'm hoping that it turns around. I'm hoping that I end up enjoying this a lot more. Also, dog might start barking, just letting you know. So we're giving it a 2 episode try here. That brings us up to episode 3. There's like 12 episodes in the season. I told you. It's a single core. She'll shut up in a second. Here, the person's like. It's a single core series, so not much time to really figure this out. Some people would probably say, like, oh, at least go to episode 6 or something, because that's at least halfway through. But it's like, why would I have to go halfway to determine whether or not I like a series? Like, a lot of people go by the 3 episode rule for most shows, okay? Male person was just passing by. For some reason, I don't know. Maybe forgot to bring something to the neighbor. But anyway, so I'm giving this to these 3 episodes to really see what it's like. I'm not expecting necessarily for this series to like blow me away, but I just want to I want it to come to a level where I can enjoy watching it more. Because if like these other episodes are basically on kind of the quality of episode 1, I'm not going to enjoy it enough to want to react to it. And, you know, that would make for bad reactions, so I don't want to do that for myself or for you guys. So hopefully I'm proven wrong here. Hopefully it ends up improving, and maybe the first episode was just a weaker showing. It's possible. The overall plot, based on the first episode, was just kind of okay, just kind of there. It's like nothing about it really stands out to me. It was even pointed out in the comments last time that yeah, there is some things to say about how it kind of goes in line with how a lot of anime have done things. It doesn't really come across as anything special. A lot of anime have done these same kind of tropes and ideas and whatnot, and so that does make it at least a little better that I'm not the only one who saw that kind of thing. But it's just, I just want it to impress me. If for no other reason than because the second season opening is so damn good that I want this series to impress me because of that. Is that a weird thing to say? I don't know, but I almost I kind of just want it to live up to the hype of the opening. But there have been other series that haven't done that, so it wouldn't be the first time for that either. I mean, Eden of the East's opening is pretty damn good, but this series is boring as fuck. Um, Same with oh god, what is it called? I can't think of the name of it right now. There's another series that had a really good opening, and the series was just super boring and unenjoyable, and I can't remember what it was. It's like a sci-fi series, like robots and all. I can't think of it. Of course, I'll probably think of it sometime later when I'm not recording, but whatever. Anyway, point is, point is that I'm just hoping for more positive than negative. Like I'm okay with Yato as a character. Like I don't dislike him or anything. This girl seems pretty interesting, but again, they don't really stand out. Nothing about them like really makes them feel unique or interesting or that entertaining at all. So I'm hoping to be proven wrong. We'll see how it goes. We're giving 2 episodes today. Um, there's other characters in the opening we still have yet to meet as well. Plenty of other characters in the opening, but then again, we only saw 1 episode, so. But yeah, so we will probably determine by the end of these episodes what we're gonna do, if we're gonna continue watching this or not. And I always feel bad about dropping a reward series, but it's like it just like with any series, as I keep saying, it's like I'm not going to force myself to react to it if I'm not enjoying it because it just hurts the reactions. It hurts the experience for both sides of the viewing experience. So why would I do that? Why would I do something that's going to destroy my mental health, which in turn is going to just show when you're watching and not be entertaining and fun and everything? It's like, what's the point of that then? But I always am hoping to be proven wrong. So hopefully this ends up starting to get really interesting. Um, we'll see. We will see. For the time being, now I'm done repeating myself over on pretty much the same thing. Let's actually get into the reaction. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction. Oh my, excuse me. And after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episodes. So, that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So, these 2 episodes kind of went together almost. They're definitely about Yato kind of making this pact with Yuki and getting him to join as his new why is the word escaping me? Like I said, I think during the reaction, I have a little bit of a headache right now. I don't know why. It's just um but yeah, he got him to why can't I think of the word? Hold on. This is gonna bother me if I don't find it. Regalia. He gets him to sign as his regalia, kind of forces him into it, though, to be fair. But it seems like when he was just a normal spirit, he didn't really have a sense of self. So I guess maybe not much with that. Yuki is just this teenage boy. He acts like a teenage boy. That's pretty much all he is. Like, he doesn't have anything more to his character at the moment. Maybe that comes later on, but yeah. Um, Now, these episodes are mostly showing that, as well as kind of like delving more into Yato's character and his mindsets on things and whatnot. Um, and there was some good humor sprinkled throughout them, and some notable moments. But throughout this reaction, I was going back and forth constantly on whether or not I think I was going to continue this or not. I was, there were points where I'm like, oh, this might actually be really interesting. This could actually make me want to see more. But then it like goes like a few minutes later, it's like, oh no, I'm starting to see like the negatives again, and it's like it just kept doing that throughout the episodes, and that's probably not a good sign, to be fair. Like, if I'm this conflicted about a series as it is, it's probably not really that worth it to try and force myself to get through it, or even just to get through more of it. Because at that point, it's just like I'm just I'm forcing something that clearly isn't working already. And what's the point of that? Um, we get to see Mayu in this episode, who is the former regalia of Yato, and see that she's living her best life, even if Yato keeps dead naming her, which is never great. Um, it's just I don't really think these episodes did much for me. Like, you have this other god guy, and he seems pretty chill, but it's like, again, the episode's mostly focused on Yuki and bringing him into the fold, and it's just like he's such a bland character to me. He's a very ordinary teenager, and the entire joke about him thinking dirty thoughts about her, and Yato being able to sense them because of their connection and all, it's like that's not funny. That's not a good joke. Just stop. Not to mention there are a couple points that showed the girl, whose name I can't remember at the moment, um, practically nude or whatnot, and it's like, I get it, it's anime, it's not as bad as some other anime out there, but that is still extremely uncomfortable. She's a teenager, for Christ's sake. It's like there's no reason for that. Like, when she fell in the locker room, there was no reason for her shirt to be like lifted up to show her bra and everything. Like, there was no fucking reason for that. And you did not have to have a scene of her in the bath, butt ass naked. That's it's just not okay. That's Again, it's not as bad as stuff like Kill la Kill or whatnot, but it bothers me. It really does. It really does. That alone doesn't kill the series or my interest in it for me, of course, though. Um, a lot of it just comes down to that I'm clearly not really getting invested. I don't care enough about the characters. Like, I can't even remember their names half the time. I'm not invested in the story. I don't care about Yato's goal at all. It's just like nothing's hooking me in. And that's what should be happening. That's kind of the point. in a series. You want your series to hook people in, to draw them into, and everything. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who really love this show, and a lot of people who really do get sucked into it. But I'm not. It's like I can see how some things could appeal to people, but it's like there's just so much of this that is just unenjoyable for me to watch, that even the good parts that are there, it just can't make up for it. It's just one of those situations where I just don't want to get to anymore. And I almost feel bad. I do feel bad because of, like I said in the pre-thoughts, it's a reward, but also like we only did 3 out of like 12 episodes, like only a fourth of the way through. But still, it's like I feel like you shouldn't need that long to tell if you're gonna like a series or not. And two, it's like uh, maybe this series is just to put it simply, it's just not for me. It's not appealing to me, to my interests, to my tastes. It's not my thing. And it's like I'm trying to find the humor, trying to find the fun, the depth, the interest. And it's like there's clearly some of that there. Like Yato clearly has like a chip on his shoulder. There's clearly something wrong with him. Um, but it's like I don't want to wait until like the end of the season just to find that out. I don't want to wait just to get more depth on him after all that time. I don't want to have to force myself through the rest of the series just to get to that, you know? Because again, I'm mostly not enjoying it. It really sucks. It really does. But I don't know what else to say. Like, if I'm not enjoying something, I'm not enjoying it. I can't really help that. It's just, again, not really anything about these 2 episodes here changed my mind. In fact, they just made me more conflicted, which in turn is almost kind of worse than just hating it. Because if I just hated it, it would be a lot more, direct, a lot more solid. But the confliction is just, it makes it feel like this series is just disappointing me rather than, I just don't like it. Because again, there's stuff in it that I do enjoy and I am interested in. But so much of it just constantly tears that down, and so it disappoints me, and I'm constantly brought back down to that level where I'm just not having fun watching this. After every good moment, there's just much more bad, in my opinion. And again, it's my opinion. This is a series that I did want to see, that I wanted to check out, whether on my own time or with reactions or whatever, because of that opening to Noragami Arigoto, the second season. But an opening alone doesn't make an anime. Like, it's notable, but again, it doesn't make an anime. So, yeah. We just have to, take it as it goes, and in this case, I don't want to continue. I really hope that's not like that. I hope it's not too disappointing to you, Venom. I really do apologize, and I apologize to anyone else who was interested in this series, but I'm just, I'm not enjoying it, like, at all. It's just, well, okay, I can't say at all, but you know what I mean. I've explained myself plenty at this point. I'm not enjoying it enough to want to continue reacting and trying to force myself through. It's just going to make me resent it. And it's just not going to help anyone. So, yeah, we're going to drop it. But what that what does that mean? Well, as I said, we were taking a break from Fire Force because I wanted to download the rest of the episodes, so I didn't have to worry about that again because of how long and tedious they are to download. Um, from the source I basically have to get them from in order to do the dub. I have not yet gotten all of them, so we're not going to get back to Fire Force quite yet because it was only like a week or two ago that we decided to put it on hold in the first place. So it hasn't been long enough. I haven't gotten all of them because I'm doing other stuff too. I'm doing all these other reactions and just doing stuff on my own time too. So it's like I don't have all the time in the world to just download episodes constantly, especially ones that take forever like that. Um, but since we're not ready yet, that means we move on. However, however, we're actually going to do something different here than initially planned because there's something I want to get to, and I feel like I don't want to wait too much longer. What that means is we're going to actually switch this slot away from donation rewards for the time being. That means we'll be moving down to one donation reward slot at the moment, which is Dragon Prince Season 4. And probably when we finish that, we'll probably have that go back to Fire Force. Either way. But we will be opening up another donation reward slot in the future. It's just we're kind of coming off of it for the moment to just take a break and get to some other stuff. So the series that we're going to be getting to, in the place of Noragami, for the time being, in this slot, we're going to be getting to a Impressions continuation. I decided I want to get back to more of those. We have Ghost of Molly McGee Season 2 going, but I want to get to a couple more of these because we still have quite a few on the list at this point. Plus, we have a couple we never actually finished yet. We have a couple that are still, like, that we took a break from. And we're going to get back to one of those. we are going to get back to one of those because I feel like we need to catch up with those. A lot of you have probably been waiting for quite a long time to get back to those couple shows that we put on break. So we're going to be changing this slot from a donation reward slot for the time being. We will have other donation rewards coming because we do still have plenty of those. Again, we will be bringing in a second donation reward slot again in the future. It's just for now, for the time being, we're going to be veering away to get to some of these shows that we took a break on and need to get back to. So we're replacing Noragami with the older show that we have on hold for Impressions continuations, and that is Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. We're like, I think 5 episodes away from the end of the season, so we don't have too long to go. After that, we might go back to Cobra Kai or might do something else. We'll handle that when we get to that. But yeah, so for now, we're going to get back to Panty and Stocking with, I believe, episode 8. Let me check here. Yes, episode 8. Episode 8 and on, up to the end of the season, and we'll take it from there after that. So I apologize again, Venom, and anyone else who was interested in these reactions. I cannot get into this series. Like 3 episodes in, and I'm just not there at all. It's like, okay, there's a couple moments that are interesting, a couple funny jokes or lines or whatnot, but that's not really enough at all to any degree to win me over. It's like so much more of it is negative to me, and it's like, so I apologize. Maybe, maybe I'll check out more on my own time or whatnot. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not in the mood for this now, too. Maybe it's just I'm not at the right point currently to watch a show like this. I don't know. But for the time being, uh, I apologize. There will be more donation reward reactions coming in the future, though. So hopefully those end up impressing me a lot more. For the time being, though, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know what you think of these first 3 episodes, at least. No spoilers, just in case I do decide to watch this again or on my own time or whatever. Um, but let me know what you think of at least these episodes and just generally speaking with this series. And what kind of things really like makes it appeal to you, maybe. For now, though, thank you so much for hopefully understanding. Thank you for continuing to support the channel and everything. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.